Hi, I'm Phil Bainbridge, and this is a quick tutorial video for the blog post Bulk Create Sheets from a Google Sheet. So I've already got a copy of the download file already here, and it's already got some sample data within it. So what we want to do with the tool is go through row by row and create a Google Sheet with the data from this sheet within it in the specific cells that we asked for. So there's a quick couple of setup things to do. On the config sheet, there's a few things we need to fill out. First of all, we need the ID of the Google Drive folder where we want to store the created sheets. So I've got a Google Drive folder here. And so I want to grab the ID of that there from the top and paste that into the Google Sheet. Next, we need the ID of the template file to be copied. So back in here, I have the template file. So this is where we want the data to go into. So obviously this is just an example for you at this point in time, but you can format it and have it laid out as you like. But I need the ID from this because this is going to be copied for every row. So we'll copy that into there. Then we also need the name of the sheet in the template file where it's going to be copied to. So this is because you may have other data within this file. By specifying the sheet, it means you can be a bit more adaptable to what data you've got. So it's just called sheet 1 in my instance by default. So I'll paste that into there as well. The next 4 items are the cell references for where we want the data to go. So the email address, first name, last name, etc. So the examples here are the cell references C4, C6, C8, which are just the examples here. C2, C4, C6, C8. So again, this means if you've got a different layout in your template file, you can give it a different cell reference for where you want them to go. But for me here, we'll just do C2, C4, C6, and C8. And that's it. That's all we need. So at this point, we are ready to run the tool. So you can do that by clicking the Create Sheets and Create Sheets option at the top. When you do it, you'll get an authorization prompt the first time, which you'll need to click through. I'm just going to pause the video at this point whilst I click through that myself. So I've clicked through the authorization prompt. So now when I run it, as you see, it will loop through each row in turn. A little toast icon at the bottom right will tell me its progress, which row it's on, but I'll also see it populate on the Google Sheet here. So what it's doing is basically creating a clickable link to the relevant Google Sheet for that row. It's just going to take a moment while there's a few rows to go through. But let's click on one of the sheets that's been created then here for Tim. So I can click straight through, and as you can see now, it's taken a copy of that template file, but it's copied the 4 pieces of information into the relevant cells that we wanted. So in the Google Drive folder here, we can also see a copy of each of those files that were there. And that's it basically. So I can keep adding more rows if I wanted to. So you can create lots of sheets in one go, but that's all you need. Thank you very much.